IGN Live at E3 2013. In case you're wondering, we're streaming on IGN, YouTube.com/E3, Xbox Live, Roku, and your cousin Billy's house. So if your internet connection is bad, you should head over there right now. Up next, we have the latest game of the Tales franchise. JRPG fans, take note. It's time for Tales of Xillia.
As I live and breathe, Tales of Xillia. How you doing, Dennis Lee?
I'm doing great.
My goodness. I tell you what, I like that PlayStation a lot. All the Podcast Beyond fans are talking about this Tales of Xillia. Tell me about it.
So Tales of Xillia is the newest version of the Tales of RPG franchise that Namco Bandai's released.
Right.
Tales of Xillia was made and it's being released on the Tales of 15th anniversary.
Gotcha.
So the series has been around for 15 years.
It's a big deal.
Yes, it definitely is. And ever since the beginning, the Tales of franchise has really been known for that, the real-time battle system, which back 15 years ago, a lot of RPGs weren't really doing that quite yet.
Right.
And so over the years, over the different titles, the team, they've really been kind of finessing that battle system. And Tales of Xillia is really kind of the crowning achievement. They've added a lot of really cool things to that battle system.
Well, tell me about it right now. For this one, that we're watching, we're deep in the game. We have everybody unlocked.
Yes. So once you get into battle, everything runs in real time. You can run around, and then new for Tales of Xillia is you can link with another character in your party.
Yeah.
So once you're linked together, you actually fight as a battle unit. So when you see that little kind of line of light that's linking the two characters together, that shows those battle units, and then depending on who you link with, they'll do different things like if you're linked with a fighting character, they might start basically going behind enemies, hitting them from behind, doing extra combos. If you're linked to a support character, they'll be healing you. They'll be doing different support things. If you get poisoned, they'll heal you. And so you really can do a lot of different things, a lot of strategies. You can change everything on the fly, so you can link to different characters.
Can we switch to different characters and everything else?
Yes, you can. So the character that you're controlling, so there's 4 characters that are active in your party, but you can have up to 6 characters traveling with you at a time.
Gotcha.
You can switch characters between your active party and the guys in the background. You can also switch who you're controlling and who you're linked to, all kind of on the fly with shortcuts during the battles.
Awesome. So now, the Tales of franchise, 15 years later, big deal. Why is it proliferated? You said in the beginning they were some of the first to do real-time fighting,
yes.
But obviously other games have come around and done that too. What keeps Tales going?
So the Tales of franchise, really, one of the things that they really focus on, the stories are great, but it really is about the characters and the character development.
Yeah.
Of course, a lot of RPGs do have that, but that is something that the Tales of series, there's so much character development that's done for the games. Not only when you're watching the main story, cutscenes, and the different things, but the Tales series, one of the other things that's kind of unique to the Tales of series is they have these character skits. So as different things happen throughout the adventures, then you can watch these skits that basically where you see the different characters in your party kind of just having conversations and different things, and you really kind of get to know more about the characters than just I'm a medical student and I'm on this journey to defeat these people. Or
she's got a good healing spell. I'll put her in my party.
Exactly. So that's something that the fans just really kind of enjoy getting to know these characters, and just like basically as they go on this adventure, they feel like they really know all about these characters.
So, for Xillia, what's the story? At least the starting block. I know you don't have to recap the hours and hours and hours.
I'll kind of pull back a quick second. So when the player starts the game, you can actually choose between these 2 heroes. So it's the first time you're able to choose kind of 2 different heroes. You're going to play the game from their point of view, even though you can choose to control whoever you want. So one of the characters who's on the screen right now, Mila, so she's one character, and at the beginning of the game, she kind of appears in this town, and she's kind of driven on a mission to destroy this weapon. And you don't know much else about her, but that she is traveling with the 4 great spirits, or she's accompanied by the 4 great spirits.
Gotcha.
And then the other hero character, Jude, he's a medical student, and he ends up coming across her as she goes on this mission to destroy this weapon. It's the Spyrix weapon. And then they meet up. He ends up inadvertently kind of helping her. And then, of course, then...
Sorry that I helped you. Didn't mean to. Wasn't my objective, but it happened.
Yes. So then the authorities, of course, they're like, hey, what's up with this? We got, so they have to go on the run a little bit, and then they end up finding out that this weapon is really using the spirits in the world for destruction. And so she is coming down to basically destroy this weapon to kind of make sure that the world and the spirits and everything still stays aligned and that it doesn't get destroyed. He ends up helping her. He really, because he's a medical student, he doesn't really know what his place in life is, what he's really doing yet.
Yeah.
But on this journey, he actually kind of finds out, especially from this other, strong female character, Mila, he kind of finds out, hey, she seems to know what her life's all about. She seems to know what she's doing. I'm going to kind of follow her, and then I'm going to kind of hopefully kind of figure out what I'm doing, and he ends up growing a ton as he goes on this adventure.
So now, this is a short demo. I haven't seen much of the game, but we're getting around to a lot of different environments.
Yeah.
This is city, now we're back out in this wilderness area. What can people expect as far as traversal and where they're going?
So there are a ton of different cities and towns. Everything from really small rural villages. There are towns that have kind of a very kind of an Asian theme to them. There's of course really big cities, like the city that the demo just showed was the city of Benmont, and so of course that's the capital. So it's huge, all these lights, all these great areas. As far as dungeons go, there's tons of different areas for the players to traverse. So you have different mountainscapes. You have caves, forests, all kinds of different dungeons. Technological, different dungeons, different buildings. There's a ton of different areas, and what's great is, you are going on this mission, so you're kind of going from place to place, but at the same time, players are able to kind of go around and explore a lot of different areas. Ton of side content, of course, things for the characters to kind of learn and develop new things. The shops in all the towns, there's kind of a new twist for the shops, where in the shops you're able to donate things to the shops, or as you buy things, they will have new things for you to buy and they'll give you discounts. The characters, when you go through, there's tons of customizations for the characters. So there's something called the Lilium Orb.
Yeah.
And in there, players will, of course, as they get experience, they'll level up.
Sure.
They'll level up, their stats will increase.
This person's been playing quite a bit.
Yes. And on top of that, there's this Lilium Orb where you're able to use these GP, which are these points, to basically enhance your characters even more. And as you do that, you start unlocking additional skills. And then on top of, then when you do that, you earn skill points, and then you can attach the skill points to your characters. They'll do all kinds of things like give you bonuses in battle, to things like if you have certain skills attached, it could be on the overworld when you come in contact with an enemy. It's kind of some of the usual, like if you contact them from behind, it's an advantage for you. Same thing for them. If they get you from behind, there's an advantage to them. But you can have a skill that will actually make it to where you'll never be at a disadvantage at the beginning of battle. You can get skills that will give you extra experience, give you all your hit points back at the end of battles. So you can really customize your characters, how you upgrade them, what skills you attach. And then, of course, when you're in battle, one of the new things is everything's real time, but when you're linked to another character, you can perform link darts, which are these like super cool combos that basically super strong between you and the character you're linked with.
Gotcha.
And then when you do those, then you can actually do additional combos and extend what you're doing and do a lot of really flashy, fun stuff. So there's a lot of layers of complexity in there.
Sounds like it.
You don't have to do any of that because you can actually just go through and fight like you did in all the previous Tales of games. Or even if you didn't want to even do that, you could actually set it kind of on a semi-auto to where the computer will do a lot of things for you as well. So
when does Tales of Xillia come out?
So Tales of Xillia comes out August 6th.
Okay.
So it's just 5 or 6 weeks
right
away.
around the corner.
Yes.
Put down your pre-order.
And it's exclusive on PlayStation 3.
That's what I like to hear. Thank you so much for coming on this show.
Thanks a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, do you like video games? We have more to show you. Here to tell you about them is my favorite NPC, Naomi Kyle.
Thanks, Greg. So how did that look to you guys? Please tweet at us and put the hashtag E32013 at IGN on Twitter. Very simple. Next up, let's kick it old school, like ancient Rome old school. Coming up next is Total War Rome 2.